Hi everybody and welcome to Prep Sports America. I'm Rich Estrella. Crosstown rivals Lakewood and Mayfair played in what is known in these parts as the Milk Bucket Bowl, or the Bucket among other monikers. The 2024 edition started out with a bang as both teams scored touchdowns on big plays just minutes into the contest. The Monsoon's next possession stalls inside the Lancer 5-yard line and Mayfair settles for a 17-yard field goal, taking a 10-7 lead. Next possession, Cade Casillas hits Cesar Xavier Smith for a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Then another big play. Here, Jojo Apisala takes the handoff and runs up the gut of the Monsoon defense, juking and banging his way 65 yards for a touchdown. He just would not be denied the end zone. Lakewood is now up 14-10 with just 36 seconds left in the first quarter. Mayfair punts to start the second quarter. Then the Lancers get to work. Casillas scrambles for 15 from his own 38. Then Casillas hits USC commit Caleb Tofua for a 28-yard gain. It's Casillas on the keeper for 13. A few plays later, it's Cade Casillas again on this 15-yard touchdown run. The extra point puts Lakewood up 21-10 with 7:53 to play in the half. Mayfair would come right back, methodically moving downfield. Here, Jeremy Powell races for 20 yards. On 3rd and 12 at the Lakewood 22, Calvin hits number 24, Aiden Sullivan, for a 22-yard score. The extra point was good, and the Monsoons go into halftime trailing 21-17. After an exchange of punts, Mayfair driving, Calvin hands it to Chaz Gilbreth for a 24-yard touchdown run, putting Mayfair back in the lead at 24-21. After a Lancer punt, it's Jeremy Powell. Powell sprints 91 yards for the score as Mayfair takes a 10-point lead with 6 minutes to play in the third. Lakewood would work their way downfield deep in Monsoon territory. On 4th and goal at the 2, the Monsoon defense stops the Lancers cold in their tracks and takes over on downs. Mayfair punts to open the fourth quarter and Casillas gets busy, hitting Smith for 16. Then Casillas hits Tofua with 3 straight passes for 47 yards. The series ended with this 27-yard touchdown pass from Casillas to Smith to pull the Lancers within 3 points at 31-28 with 8:07 left in the game. After another Mayfair punt, Casillas hits Kenny Nee on the 75-yard run after the catch, putting the Lancers deep into Monsoon territory. Later, setting up this Andrew Kiang 26-yard field goal, sending the game into overtime at 31 apiece. The Monsoons get the ball to start overtime. After a 3-yard run by CJ, Calvin hits Sullivan for a 14-yard gain. On the next play, it's CJ carrying the pile across the goal line, and Mayfair takes a 38-31 lead. Then it all came down to this. 4th and 1 for Lakewood. Jojo Apisala gets the call, and the Monsoon defense, led by Tavita Palu and Daniel Torres, stops Apisala about a half-yard shy of the first down, and Mayfair wins their 7th milk bucket contest in a row, this time 38-31.
Calvin, that was a pretty good game tonight, man. What's up with that?
This is always a competitive game when we play Lakewood, or sort of a rivalry game, but man, we brought it tonight. When we needed it most, we stood tall.
This is like the most complete victory. I mean, from a team standpoint, everybody contributed tonight, especially the defense at the end of the game.
Yeah, this is going to be a big game to build off. We played great on all 3 phases. There's always things you can clean up, but man, it feels good to win, for sure.
Talk about your backfield tonight. guys were on fire with that running game.
Jeremy Powell and CJ Johnson, they're going to be the heart and soul of this team, and everybody knows that. We're blessed to have 2 great backs. And I'm blessed. It makes it easy on me because if we can run the ball good, that opens the pass up. So those guys are just dogs, and I'm glad they're just showing everybody. We knew, but everybody else did it.
CJ, you played a great game tonight, man. You seem to get better and better every week. So does your team, man. Tonight's game, you guys ground and pound tonight. Tell me about the game.
We was all hungry. Everybody was waiting for this moment. Shout out to the O-line. Couldn't have done it without them.
Talk about your backs tonight. They were stellar. They were great tonight.
Yeah, hey, man. Like I said, when you got some dogs on the O-line like us, you let them eat.
Right.
CJ's great at eating. What can I say?
Absolutely. So it was a great ball game tonight. I was talking to your quarterback, Jeremiah, a little while ago. This has got to be the most complete victory I've seen you guys. Your offense came together. You had some good long pass plays. Your running was stellar, and the defense came to life right at the end when you needed it most.
Yeah, appreciate it. It was a team win. No eyes and team. We all did it together. Couldn't have done it without them.
Now, talk about that last defensive play. I know you weren't in there, but I know you were watching the game.
Yeah.
What did you think, man? 4th and 1, they got to go for it, man. Did you think they were going to get it? I mean,
I knew they were going to run the ball, but hey, we got some dogs on the D-line too. Tough, sturdy, big, strong. We always going to stop it.
I think my blockers, what I'm saying? It was really my receivers. I got behind my lineman. I read the hole. What I'm saying? I bounced out. Then I seen my receiver blocking the corner. I was like, might as well take the outside, use my speed, get up the sideline. Cool, touchdown. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. You and CJ right now are a great tandem on this team. And you guys are young. I mean, you're young.
Yeah.
You're the future, man. But that was a great run, and your team needed it.
Yes, sir.
Well, our defense at halftime made some critical adjustments. And I'm proud of our coaches for doing that and taking a chance. And then I'm proud of our players for executing it. And we were able to hold them at bay for most of the second half. And they made a couple of big plays and got back into the game and were able to tie it up. But there at the end, it just comes down to grit. Who wants it more? You got a 4th and 1 situation, and it doesn't matter whether you're playing on Friday nights or you're playing Sundays in the NFL. That is a time where you have to decide whether or not you want it. And it comes down to who wants the chance to carry the milk bucket home. That was Jeremy Powell who had the 91-yard run there in the 3rd quarter.
That's right.
And that was huge for us. And we have a backfield that I think is elite in Southern California. Those 2 guys are really good. And CJ is a downhill power runner that can run away from you. And Jeremy Powell is a sophomore. And that guy is the future of this program. And for him to learn under a guy like CJ, who is so selfless, it has been awesome to see those 2 grow this year.
Yeah, CJ did mention in an interview just a couple seconds ago that he is going to be the future of this team. And he calls him. He says he's a real dog, is what he is.
They're feeding off of each other right now, and that's what you want when you are a type of program like we are. That is a 50-50 run pass. And to get play from the running backs, and they're both very good in pass protection, so it's just been awesome for us.
You put in a lot of these games now with Lakewood. Is this the best one? I mean, was this the closest one? Was this the best one? Well, I mean, it seemed like I can't think of a much better game than I've seen with you guys.
No, this one was pretty good. Last year was awesome. We kicked the field goal to win it, but to have a 4th down stop in overtime, I'm pretty sure you don't get that very often. And to be able to do that in a rivalry game and take home the bragging rights for the next year is quite frankly awesome.
Coach, I was over there by the locker room a little while ago, and some of the guys got their parents bringing them sleeping bags because they think they're going to be here tomorrow morning. They're going to have to spend the night because there's no bus to take you back home. Or maybe there's just one bus. But
it's a little frustrating that we are getting into a situation where, I mean, I understand the rule that the bus driver has to go home because they run out of time, but somebody should have a real discussion about making sure that we can take care of these kids safely and properly. And to be stuck here on a night where it's getting damp and cold after you've played for 3.5 hours,
right,
and to have to sit around here and wait for the bus to drop one group off and come back and get the other one is a little bit disturbing and upsetting. And I think our district should be better at that.
Okay, Coach. Well, listen, I'm going to ask that because I've never encountered that before. I've been at this for 40 years almost. And
this happened to us a couple years ago after we lost in the semifinals to Golden Valley. And to have it happen again is to me, like I told our principal, it's inexcusable and it's a bit frustrating, but it is what it is.
Well, let's dust this off tonight. Hopefully everybody be fine, and next week. Got to start talking about Huntington Beach. Not to mention, Coach, I was going to ask you. You got a lot of cramps tonight, man. What is that? Is that going on right now? I've never seen so many in one game.
It's pathetic. It's pathetic. That's the thing I'm most disappointed in our football team for. They're not preparing themselves to play games, and we're going to address that on Monday when we come in, and we'll take that fix.
All right, Coach. Listen, great ball game. It was great for the fans. It's just a beautiful game, and you guys came out on the winning side. Good luck, Huntington Beach, next week, man. It's going to be a good game. Those are big boys out there.
Yeah, we'll worry about that on Monday.
Good deal. All right, Coach. Thanks a bunch, man.
Thank you.
I'll give you a lift if you need one.
No, I'm good. I'll wait for the second buck.
That's it for this edition of Prep Sports America. Prep Sports America is powered by Suzuki Motorsports. Until next time, see you then.